know I'm like this. I got finesse once, I used to be a nice bitch. Yeah, now it's dollar signs and no bitch can check me. Fuck all you hoes, respectfully.
Hell yeah, KB.
You can hear the crowd sing along. Everybody know my songs. Had the crowd learn to walk. Country girl, small town. 14 years dedicated. Look, ma, I finally made it. Never thought I'd ever say it, but today I live my dreams. Bodyguards protecting me. Crazy fans, loud screaming, flashing lights on every scene. Autographs, lots of pictures, signs that say we love you, kitty. Superstar, my new status, fantasizing. Please don't wake me, let me finish with this dream. Don't wake me up.
Hello. How is everybody doing on today? It is another Tuesday, another 6 p.m. and you are tuned in to Kitty Pink Radio, the only station that has locked and loaded. Shout out to everybody tuning in. If you are tuning in, make sure that you're not just tuning in and you're actually out here sharing.
My friends be like, how come you not famous yet? I be like, you didn't share my shit. How come you ain't shared it yet? That's what I don't understand. That's why I'm not famous.
If you would like to call in so you can be a part of the discussion, we are, the number is now up and running, you guys. You can call us. I'm waiting for it to come through. In the meantime, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Shout out to everybody, whatever platform you are viewing from. Thank you. Just make sure that you like and share. Once again, that number is 682-514-3868. If you'd like to donate to the radio station, my cash app is $FlyGirl84. Today's topic is, today we're going to be talking about cancel culture. I know that a lot of you are familiar with it. It's not, unless you hiding under the rock. The people in question of cancel culture have been Doja Cat, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein. We've tried to cancel Felicia Rashad. How could I forget Colin Kaepernick? So many different people. And my thing is, we're normalizing bullying, basically. To me, cancel culture is sugarcoat and hating. Because how else do you explain being upset with somebody, being mad at somebody, and having to gather a mass of people so you all can be mad at that person? Some people call it social justice. That to me, there's no activism in that anywhere. Because like, what exactly are you doing besides, I understand like some people do need to be silent. Some people we do need to stop supporting them and enabling their bullshit. No doubt. I'm not against that whatsoever. For example, I'm not going to even say that, some people post things, and those things can get them in a lot of trouble, whether it be in the future or the right now. All it takes is one person who disagrees with their opinion or doesn't like them, and boom, there you have it. It's a social issue that's basically fueled by the lack of reason, empathy, and unmeasured judgment. A lot of times people take things and they don't do any research on it. They don't try to see if it's truth or if it's, if it's another side to the story. None of that. You immediately dislike that person just because somebody else influenced you. And to me, that's bullshit, because so many people walk around like, oh, I'm a leader, not a follower. However, you allow the influence of your peers to make you place judgment on somebody else. Cancel culture, I don't feel like it basically hurts too many celebrities, but I definitely feel like when you're on a lower level, when you're like just a basic person, because cancel culture has went from, we're just going to attack celebrities and public figures and people, who are in the limelight, to actually attacking small town businesses, attacking, Prime example, the Beehive and the Barbs just did this. You know, they get mad at somebody. Somebody say something about Beyonce, somebody say something about Nicki Minaj, and then the next thing you know, boom, we're going to cancel them. We're going to drag this person. We're going to do this. And basically all you're doing is basically bullying. You're bullying somebody. A lot of people that get attacked with this cancel culture bullshit, it's hard for them to make a comeback. Us regular people. Now, if you're a celebrity or something and you got old money, it don't too much affect you. So you really ain't got much to worry about. A lot of people have been having a problem because, let's go back to Felicia Rashad. Everybody wanted to cancel Felicia Rashad, and all this woman said was the man that she had spit damn near half her life on camera with and developed a relationship with. She was just happy to see him get out of prison. And all of a sudden, people wanted this woman to get fired from her job simply because that. And people always say, be careful what you put online, be careful what you say, and you know, those things can come back to bite you in the butt. And I do agree with that. However, in a perfect world, I would like for people to understand that there's this thing called evolution. Y'all know, kind of like the caterpillar turning into a butterfly. And sometimes people don't be in the same place that they were 10, 20 years ago. So you can't just cancel them simply because of something that they said. We be in different spots. And I feel like y'all basically stunt a person's growth, or you shit on their growth simply because you find something that they said long ago or whatever, but you don't know if these people still feel like that. Now, some of the issues like race, homophobia, things like that. I just feel like the Black community, they carry that all the way out. They carry it all the way out. I had this talk with a young man on Clubhouse just last night. We were discussing it because I knew, I kind of wanted to stir up the pot, kind of see what other people thought about it and things like that. And I ended up getting into a disagreement with a young man because he was like saying cancel culture is necessary. It's necessary when we're focused on, things that are problematic. Like I said, racism, homophobia, all those type of things. When people say things like, for example, the man in New Jersey that everybody was just talking about, how he went to this Black man's house, called this Black man a monkey, the N-word, and said all types of things about this man. Now that thing right there, I definitely back that 100%, but I did my research. That's the thing. A lot of people don't do any type of research. They don't try to see if there's any fact to what somebody said. They don't, none of that. They just go with the flow. And like I said, we're getting back to that thing where there are so many people who claim that they are leaders, but that behavior is the behavior of a follower. I don't care who it is. I've held friendships with people who we all started out as a clique, and then the next thing you know, somebody gets into it in that circle, and basically those people are at odds. Now, I ain't gonna lie, it's hard as hell to actually do that successfully, but at the same time, what y'all got into it about ain't got shit to do with me. So why should I get on the bandwagon? You have people out here that will get upset with somebody, and then the next thing you know, they're all in. And this is an act of cancel culture. Y'all think it's just this big thing and it just happens to celebrities. No, darling, no. It happens to little itty bitty normal people like me. You have people who get mad at you, or some people who probably already had some type of hatred in their heart, but you're such a big force, it takes the masses to tear you down. So like, cancel culture isn't just something that the celebrities go through. There are normal people in the world who go through that. And my thing is, it's not social justice. I would really like for people to stop saying it. There is no justice behind that. Okay, so you ruined somebody. Now what? Where's there justice in that? Justice should have some type of reform in it, some type of rehabilitation involved in it, basically. And if you're doing it just so somebody else can be hurt, just so somebody else can be destroyed, at that point you got to really look at yourself and just like the show we had last week, y'all make sure y'all go to Spotify. It's up on Spotify now. Are you a narcissist? That's a narcissistic trait. That's a narcissistic trait, to try to get everybody involved in your offense. Something that you got offended by, you took it personally, but now you want everybody to take it personally. That's weak to me. That's weak to me. If I wanted to annihilate anybody, I can do it by myself. I don't need the help of anybody else. And that's why I'm just on the fence with this whole cancel culture thing. I mean, it could be a possibility that maybe some people just take it too far. Who was that on the show? Y'all make sure y'all check out Underground Artist Hour every Thursday night at 10 p.m. A couple of weeks back, I had We Day on here. I had Ethan Ray and Quelo, and we were basically talking about it. And Ethan Ray ended up explaining how he's still gonna listen to R. Kelly. And at first I was just like, oh no. But then he made perfect sense when he said you have to separate the artist from the art. And at that point, I kind of felt a little ease about stepping in the name of love. Don't cancel me. But a lot of people the cancel culture is put into play to affect people's pockets, to keep people who are on a pedestal. We bring them down. And that's necessary in some instances. Like I said, racial. If we're talking about racial, if we're talking about politics, if we're talking about like the governor, the president, if those people are doing something, Donald Trump, prime example, y'all almost succeeded in canceling Donald Trump for y'all. And that's a whole nother topic. We're not going to get into that. But if it affects their pockets and those people are in power, then yes, I say that we need to boycott them. We need to boycott that person. We need to make sure that that person doesn't make a single dollar. But my issue with y'all is that you cancel people over little bits of nothing. Over a little bit of nothing. And a lot of times it's the lack of truth. That's what gets to me, the lack of truth. For example, I want to use Bill Cosby because this is a more recent case with Bill Cosby. Now, I don't agree with sexual assault nowhere. But, even I was up in the rears about the whole Bill Cosby case. You know what I'm saying? And that's a prime example of what I'm saying. Like, you got to make sure that you understand that people aren't going to stay at a certain level forever. It's called evolution. It's called growing. It's called learning, and the only way to learn is to experience. So with Bill Cosby, my thing is if he did that to them women, that's fucked up, But I was watching, Kwame did an interview with Judge Joe Mathis, and he was on there and he made so much sense. And I'm not saying that anybody deserves any type of sexual assault, but my thing is like, we have to be accountability is the lack of accountability is something really serious that needs to be looked into, because I feel like those women should be held accountable as well. For one, when you go to a hotel room late at night after a show, that's the after party, sis, with a celebrity. That's an after party, sis. You finna go in there and you finna got 2,000, or you finna set on it and spin around and make some things happen for that man. That's what he's thinking in his head. And although you may be looking at it and viewing it as something innocent, come on, sis, you gotta think. Ladies, you gotta think. A lot of times we do indeed, and this is not me victim shaming, but we do indeed place ourselves in certain places where we open the door for shit to happen to us. You have no business going somewhere by yourself with a celebrity. We don't know these people. We do not know these people, and they're acting. It's called acting for a reason. That person that you see on the screen is not who that person is all the time, and you have to take that into consideration. Even with the situation with T.I. and Tiny and those ladies, you have to consider, where did I fuck up at? How did I get myself into this situation? And me personally, I feel like cancel culture, you know, it really started taking a rise with the Me Too situation. I get it. I totally get it. Trust me, I get it. And I'm all for justice. And I'm all for seeing people who have wronged other people being, you know, basically coming to a guilty verdict. I'm all for that. But at the end of the day, like I said, I had to go back and rewatch some things. This lady did an interview, that one of the accusers of Bill Cosby. This lady did a whole interview telling people what happened that night. And within that interview, not once did I hear her say he forced me to take the pills. He just gave me something. That right there, dead giveaway. Why in the hell is you taking something that somebody just handed you? Bro, I don't, even the weed man, well, I don't have to. I trust my weed man. But I'm just saying, if you're getting marijuana, buying marijuana off the streets, not even that straight, not even that safe, y'all. You don't know what people are doing to your shit. So that right there was mistake number one. Why in the fuck would you take 3 blue pills that this man done gave you? Back to my story at hand. What I was saying is like, she didn't say that he forced her to take the pills. He just gave her the pills and this bitch swallowed them. That right there is no. Is it consent? No, it's not consent. And I'm not trying to write it, but I'm just saying, sometimes you have to look at situations from the other perspective. Some of these women need to be held accountable for the fact that they were there at that time and in that place. Like I said, Judge Mathis, he made it make so much sense. Back in those days, sex was liberal. We're talking about drugs, sex, and alcohol, rock and roll, that life. So at the end of the day, I'm not saying like I don't have any type of empathy or anything, but I'm not fin to counsel this man for something that he did years ago. We don't know. I'm quite sure Bill Cosby has definitely, especially within the time that he's been sitting in prison, I'm quite sure his mind frame is way from that as of now. Some people say he confessed to it, and other people said, nah, that man didn't confess to it. But my thing is like, even acknowledging it is a sign of reform and rehabilitation. Yeah, I did it. But we also have to take into consideration that was a long time ago when sex and drugs and all that was permissible. Everybody was doing it. So now we want to take a case that happened long ago and look for justification from something for somebody else not being able to hold themselves accountable for putting themselves in a situation. So that's my issue with the whole Bill Cosby thing. Like, hey, Bill free. I wasn't one of these people that was walking around here with signs talking about free Bill Cosby, but at the same time, like, I feel like that little time that the man spent in jail, that's enough justice. I do. Like, he old as hell. Who can he possibly get out here and put some pills in their motherfucking drink unless they at the house chilling with him and Camille? Like, he old now. So what? And even with that, why haven't we canceled all why was there no justice for old girl that actually admitted before she died that she lied on Emmett Till? Why can't we get justice for some of these? Oh my God. Why can't we get justice for some of these Karens that's walking around here right now today? Y'all seen that. We're going to talk about it Friday morning. But y'all seen old girl in Victoria's Secret laying all across the floor, rolling around like she 3 fucking years old, and her mama just told her no. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. A majority of the time, a lot of these cancel culture situations, they start with the white community. That's interesting as fuck, ain't it? It starts with the white community, but guess who's gonna carry that torch on? And they know you're gonna carry that torch on, especially if that person that they're edging towards looks like you. They know you're gonna finish it. So I just want to know, like, what are we getting out of cancel culture, ladies and gentlemen? What exactly are we resolving? What type of justice is actually being taken into place? besides ruining somebody's reputation, getting them in a situation where they can't get money no more because nobody wants to hire them, because nobody wants to hire anybody that, you know what I'm saying, look at Colin Kaepernick. Did nobody want to hire him? Like, nah, nigga, you out here on the football field leaning on one knee talking about you not gonna stand for this. And he had every reason to do that. He had every reason to do that. But a lot of y'all followed in behind those people that wanted to cancel Colin Kaepernick. A lot of y'all don't look like me, but that's neither here or there. Why is it that we jump on the bandwagon, ladies and gentlemen, especially those of us who have in our mind that we are leaders? That is not leadership, loves. That's not leadership. Leadership is seeing somebody over here trying to cancel somebody else and being like, not my monkeys, not my motherfucking zoo, not my clowns, not my motherfucking circus. Finding some type of clarity for your damn self and not listening to whatever somebody else said. These motherfucking flies getting on my nerves. I'm sorry, y'all. The maintenance men were here and they had my damn door open, letting all my good old air out and stuff. And the flies got me in here. I'm gonna spray his ass down though. Let him come back. Anyway, what exactly are we resolving by cancel culture? I need to know. I need answers because none of this is making sense to me. Doja Cat, y'all put it into play. Like I said, when you're a celebrity, you can bounce back a little bit better because you already got you got money. You know what I'm saying? Not just that, you can invest some of that money and be a silent partner in situations where don't nobody even got to know that that's your shit over there. So it's easy to bounce back when you're a celebrity. Bill Cosby, for example, this nigga done got out of prison and he's like, yeah, I'm finna do a comedy, stand-up comedy now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I want to know what Bill got to say. I might be at one of them stand-up comedy things. I'm just saying. That's no shade, no tea. But if that's what y'all want to call it, if y'all want to cancel me, go ahead and do that. Somebody just dropped off because I said that. I do. I want to know what he said. I want to know further. Like, if you're that invested in actually in a situation that ain't got shit to do with you, you need to do your research, which is what a lot of us podcasters and bloggers do, you know? Even with me sitting here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'm sacrificing my career because there may be some things that I say or some judgments that I make at the age of 37 that I may look back at 57 and think to myself, boy, I was dumb as hell. My mind wasn't fully developed. You do have to understand, we have to put into place that some people mature. Sometimes people, we all ain't got it together, y'all. That was my whole reason for the episode last week. Are you a narcissist? A lot of people need to start checking themselves. We get so involved in the influence of our peers and other people that we may hang around that we actually sit up here and make judgment on people and we don't know shit about them. And we sip. We have to stop that, y'all. It's not cancel culture. It's bullying. It's not cancel culture. It's bullying. You're bullying people. You all have become grown ass bullies. Me personally, if I find some type of problem with somebody, my basic thing is gonna be I'm gonna distance myself from that person because I don't fuck with them. Now, if everybody else fuck with them, that's none of my business. Y'all do y'all thing because you're going to learn sooner or later that person ain't about shit. And you probably not going to be fucking with them either. And even then, I'm not finna click up and group up with some people because they done fell out with them after I fell out with them. I've had this shit happen to me personally. That's why I have such a big opinion about it. I've had a situation where somebody was mad at me and they get on Facebook and they try to tell the whole story and they end up leaving out parts. And the thing is like, I'm sitting over here like, damn, them people mad at me. But they'd be even madder if I told them some of the shit this person done said about them or did to them behind their fucking back. But you know why it didn't? Because sooner or later, My grandma used to always tell me, it's going to come out in the rinse. You stand back, you allow the universe to do its thing, because if you interfere, you can fuck it up and it can be bad for you. But those people, and I could have said some things to stop some situations with them people, and we talking about some deep shit, but once I seen them taking part in the fuckery, that's when I was like, let me go my other way. I don't see anything wrong with you. I don't see anything wrong with you carrying out something if somebody offended you personally. But my issue with people in this whole cancel culture thing is a lot of y'all jump on the bandwagon just so you can feel accepted. A lot of times it's driven by the fear that if I don't do this, I done some fucked up shit too. This person knows that I've done some fucked up shit. So if I don't jump on the bandwagon, then I'm going to be fucked. You rather be behind the gun or behind the person holding the gun than you would be standing at the motherfucking front line like, and what? A lot of y'all can't stand on your own. And those are the people that jump and grasp hold to this whole cancel culture bucket and ride that motherfucker. Check yourself. You got to check yourself. You have to make some type of effort to consciously check your motherfucking self, because like I was saying last week in Are You Narcissistic? A lot of times we don't even realize that we're doing the exact same things that we claim to not agree with. How many of you have said something that everybody don't particularly agree with? Raise your hand. I have. How many of us have said some things that later on we look back in our mind, we're not there mentally. We've grown up. For example, I remember in my 20s, I was cool with being a hoe. Now, in my 30s, I'm more so chill. I ain't tripping on no dang-a-lang or nothing like that. I'm just chilling. And I use that as an example. I know y'all laughing at me, but I use that as an example for the simple fact people are not where they were when those offenses happened. Not always anyway. So like I was saying earlier, everybody says that this is social justice. It's not social justice, because social justice is, to me, me personally, the word justice to me means separating this person from the masses and trying to rehabilitate them, to get into their mind, some therapy, you know what I'm saying? All those type of things, because even though some of our offenses are greater than others, a lot of times some of this shit be petty as hell. And it's all because we haven't had an opportunity to mature, to grow mentally. I don't know. And then there's the thing, like, people are like, when did cancel culture happen? Cancel culture been going on, bitch. It's been going on for a long time. You want to know why? Fuck why. We just renamed it. We rebranded it. We've rebranded hate and made it acceptable. It's acceptable for you to walk around here and hate on some damn body. That's what cancel culture is. The young man that was arguing with me, he was like, yeah, but you're using bad examples. I don't give a fuck what example it is. I don't give a damn how bad the offense is. We're all experiencing life. And that's the only way that you can learn, because I don't know, unless there's some shit, I missed the memo. I didn't come out my mama vagina with no handbook. And she didn't get one to tell her how to raise my motherfucking ass either. She did the best she could. And that's what a lot of us have to realize. We're human and we're doing the best we can. Some of us. Now, don't get it twisted. Don't y'all run away from here talking about, oh my God, Kitty done lost her mind, this and that, and da, da, da. Because I honestly do believe that there are some instances where cancel culture needs to be put into place. For example, if you are an African American and you know of somewhere and you wear weaves and beauty, let's talk about the beauty supply. A majority of the beauty supplies are owned by Asian people that don't even really like us. Asian people that look down on us. And the thing is we make them motherfuckers rich as fuck. When we should be canceling them and going down here to all girls, sis got a whole beauty supply over here. But you'll bypass sis shit and go to these Asians, these people that you know for a fact don't give a damn about you, they do not like us. Black people are the most hated human beings in the world. Fuck America, in the world. Because every black experience is the exact same. I don't give a damn where they are. They could be in the third world. Their experience is the exact same. The exact same. We're handled with disregard, disgust, all of that. Matter of fact, I'm going to take it even a step further. And I'm going to be a little bit more dramatic. Do y'all see what cancel culture did to the black community? And we sip. The black community is a large example of cancel culture. We cancel each other out daily, whether it's killing each other, whether it's snitching on each other, whether it's my favorite one. This is an all-time favorite one of mine. That's why I don't fuck with black-owned businesses. I've heard so many people say that. And my thing is you gonna cancel all black businesses because you had one bad experience? Y'all, I know for a fact, I'm one of those people. I done had plenty of bad experiences at Walmart, but I march my little short, happy ass up in there and buy shit. I'm guilty of it. Walmart is one of those places that we should be canceling. We make all these people rich and we cancel each other out. Where does that make sense at? Like I said, cancel culture, there was this discussion of when did cancel culture start? Oh, I think it started when the Me Too movement. No, it didn't start when the Me Too movement. It happened when all this other stuff went to going on in the celebrity and Hollywood. We started canceling people then and this and that and da da da. Nah, we've been canceling people. We were the first people to be canceled. We've absorbed that behavior and now we are sugarcoating hate. That's what it is. Henny No Chase right now. That song's in my head. That's what it is. It's hate. It's bullying. It's unethical. Even though we try to cover it up like it's something ethical, because like I said in my research, somebody said, oh, it's social justice. Matter of fact, hey Google, give me a definition for cancel culture.
According to Wikipedia, cancel culture or call-out culture is a modern form of ostracism in which someone is thrust out of social or professional circles, whether it be online, on social media, or in person.
Okay, thank you. Any news is going to travel, especially when we're dealing with technology. Any news is going to travel. But what news travels fastest? You got it. The negative shit. All the bad shit. That's going to travel fast as fuck. And that's why I feel like cancel culture is problematic, because it's larger than a crowd, a locality, and due to technology, we have to worry about the entire social media audience. Now, there have been instances where we've had Karen 2.0s, you know what I'm saying? We put them on camera, we display their behavior, and, you know, people found out where these bitches work and finding out that, oh my goodness, you work with a majority of black people. Those people need to be canceled. People like Donald Trump. I'm 50-50 with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Some shit I agree with, some shit I don't agree with. But at the end of the day, I feel like Donald Trump should have been canceled a long time ago. Donald Trump should have been canceled when he was doing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You're fired. Donald Trump should have been canceled long ago then. But y'all wait until somebody else gets mad at them, and then now all of a sudden you want to cancel that. You want to cancel that motherfucker. Stop being followers. Y'all all act like sheep. Nobody does their own thing nowadays. Everybody has to do it as a clique. And my thing is that should let you know right there that you're weak as fuck if you have to click up with other people. Okay, Felicia Rashad said something y'all don't agree with. Y'all mad because she supports Bill Cosby. Okay, she said that. Well, I don't support Felicia Rashad no more. And it's as simple as that. Y'all motherfuckers got on Twitter, y'all got on Instagram, y'all got on Facebook talking about how we all need to cancel Felicia Rashad. For what? A lot of times these people do shit and y'all try to cancel them. Like I said, for the smallest, pettiest shit, y'all be trying to cancel people. All because she's in support of Bill Cosby. Let's fuck all the good that Felicia Rashad has done in the community. Fuck all the things that she stands for. Fuck the fact that she's helped a lot of those students. A lot of those students that can't really afford to be at that college where Felicia Rashad put her foot out there. Because she believes that all black Americans deserve an education, and not just at some community college, but somewhere where they can flourish, somewhere where they can stand out, somewhere where they can be on a pedestal, especially if they hold more potential than what's seen with the naked eye. So we just gonna erase all the good shit that she did. We're gonna cancel for Felicia Rashad because she's okay with Bill Cosby. Why? And that's another thing. That's man, this shit's so high school to me. I can remember being in high school and my homegirls, one of them get mad at me and they convinced the rest of them to start acting funny with me. Experiencing that now at 37, y'all motherfuckers need to grow the fuck up. Because if you don't like that person alone, let that be what that is. If you don't fuck with that person alone, let that be what that is. I don't need a smear campaign to try to ruin somebody's reputation. Because if the offenses are true that you took personally, sooner or later, everybody's going to find out anyway. Just like stories. A lot of times I won't even cover a story because it hasn't developed yet. That's where a lot of you bloggers and podcasters fuck up. You want to be the one to give an exclusive. You want to be the first one who breaks the story and shit like that, but you don't have all your facts straight. So basically you end up disservicing those people by pushing a false narrative. For example, Cardi B. Right now she's into it. I just got a notification. She tweeting, talking shit to Ra Ali. They took a story, and I'm not even sure how it went, but I can definitely, prophesize how it possibly went. Cardi posted a picture, and basically they took the picture and photoshopped it and made it look like Cardi is out here obsessed with Nicki Minaj. Everything that Nicki Minaj is doing. This woman busy as fuck, y'all. Not only is she still working, not only is she still running businesses, but she about to give birth to a whole new baby. Now, if a motherfucker stalking you, do you really think that they have that much time? But that's another story. That's another show. My whole point for bringing that up is people started going with this story. And I've seen a lot of my favorite podcasters and bloggers jump on that shit like flies on Dookie. And then later on, here comes Cardi, and she got the receipts. That ain't even what happened, y'all. That shit photoshopped. But y'all all wrapped up in somebody wanting to cancel Cardi. Somebody wanting to spread a negative narrative about her. Y'all so caught up in that to where you're like, okay, I'm going to go with what everybody else is saying. Y'all, that's weak. That's weak. I chose to have this show. I wanted to follow this show up with the show about narcissism because this all falls into the same guidelines. Y'all are out here acting on narcissistic fucking traits. And I want you all to make it a lifestyle, not just, not just something that you practice for a week and then drop off like fuck it. But no, we all need to make it a habit and a lifestyle of checking our damn selves on a daily, because it's so easy to get caught up in the rapture and end up judging somebody for something that ain't even what that is. Everybody's jumping on this on this ship. Yeah, Cardi she want to be like Nicki. Yeah, she doing this, she doing that, and the whole time this bitch is living her life, her best life. Fucked up about her family. Nicki Minaj, y'all even tried to cancel Nicki at one time because y'all was, and that's my thing, y'all so back and forth. Motherfuckers so back and forth. You don't know what you want to do. And that right there should exemplify how you're so easily influenced by your peers. And if you pass 20-something loves, that's not good. That's not good, because that means you're still stuck on some high school shit. You're still stuck in that 14, 15, 16-year-old shit. And that's not good, because you're not giving yourself room to grow from that. Accountability. We all have to start checking ourselves at the front door, ladies and gentlemen, because a lot of times we jump on and bandwagon, and I'm guilty of it. I'm not here to condemn anybody. I'm guilty of it. I've done it plenty of times. But the thing about me is I come back and I be like, okay, y'all, I know I said. And a lot of people feel like that's fake. No, that's real. That's me admitting that I've matured enough to look at something from a different angle. I've matured enough to see a different perspective, and it makes way much more sense than what I thought was logical, like jumping on the bandwagon simply because everybody else is there. Think before you post. And I'm really, really particular about this now. I may share something that I see, but if I go back and do some research and what I shared is not hidden, like we up here and this shit way down here, if they're not equaling or balancing out, I move the fuck around. I do. Do I think I'm better? Because no, that's what this whole show is about. I'm putting it in your head. I'm trying to patronize your mental and provoke some type of thought to where you're like, you know what? I did that. I need to chill. That's the issue we have. Nobody wants to hold themselves accountable. No matter how big or small your part is, you have to have some type of sense of accountability. There are situations that have happened in my life, and I thought to myself later on down the line, that might not have been my smartest move. May not have been my smartest move. Matter of fact, I say that a lot at 37, especially nearing 40, because I don't want to take old me into the new me, because the new me is elevation. I'm trying to elevate. The new me wants to go up, not down, up. I want to upgrade, not downgrade. We have to check ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. I want y'all to take the time out, especially when you come to a situation like this, because we're so busy focused on celebrities, we don't realize that we do this in our own communities, smaller communities. Cancel culture is more of a threat to us civilians than it is celebrities, because they have money. Their broke is a different type of broke. And I wouldn't mind being their type of broke. I ain't tripping. But we do that on a daily basis, y'all. We get on this blue app that I'm broadcasting from right now. We get on this blue app and we scroll down, seeing who can we judge today. Whose life is less or lacking to make me feel better about myself? Let me stroll. No, she did. Ooh, that baby ugly. Ooh, no, she did. She with a different nigga. We do that on a daily basis. And y'all can't sit here and tell me I'm lying. Because some of y'all woke up this morning before you even brushed your nasty ass tongue and hopped on this here blue app, seeing who you can cancel today. My cancellation is simple. I block, delete, unfollow. I don't have to say anything to anybody about it because that's my decision. And a lot of y'all are not making decisions on your own. You're allowing the masses to decide for you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we get cancel culture. A whole bunch of weak-minded people grouping themselves together to come against somebody because they're not a force alone. You can't stand on your own 10? You need 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 more in order to get your point across or to feel better about yourself. A lot of times when people click up, the goal isn't to get no type of justice, social justice, as y'all call it, with this bullshit ass cancel culture. Y'all don't click up to get any type of justice. Y'all click up to feel bigger. Y'all click up so you can shit on people. Where's the justice in shitting on people, y'all? Where's the justice? And I know I've said this when I was younger. I can't wait to stun on these hoes. Now it's me stunning on me. There's no justice in it. These bitches ain't gonna give a fuck about my bag. They don't give a fuck about me wearing all the nicest name brand shit. These hoes don't give a damn about my come up. Why? And this is why I say it's problematic in the Black community, because we want to see you do good, boo, but never better than us. And I know it's a worldwide problem. It's a people problem, period. But I'm not Asian. I'm not white. I'm not Mexican. I'm not Italian. I don't get to see their level of it through their eyes, because that's what that was the point the young man was trying to make. He was like, well, we do that all in all communities. Okay. But I'm living in this community and I'm experiencing it firsthand. So I can speak on that. I can't speak on what the Jews and all them do because I'm Black. We tend we tend to group up with each other to fight each other. Just imagine if we could group up with each other to cancel all these big executive companies that are pushing pharmaceuticals in our kids and shit at early ages and causing other symptoms to happen when they get older. Johnson & Johnson. I remember even growing up. Yeah, that was the great value powder, but we're gonna use Johnson & Johnson because that's what everybody used. And now you have a whole bunch of women who are filing civil court cases because they got ovarian cancer and all type of shit because they allowed the influence of others to fuck with them. There have been times when I've been in the store and I could have grabbed, something else, but I grabbed Johnson & Johnson. Why? Because the influence of my peers. Y'all made them motherfuckers rich, just like y'all make all these other multi-million dollar companies rich. I'm not saying we can't operate in cancel culture. I'm just saying if we're gonna operate in cancel culture, let's not be doing it just so we can tear each other down. Because that's what it's become. It's not a situation of social justice. It's not a situation of us wanting somebody to rehabilitate or anything like that. It's simply because you want to tear somebody down that's doing better than you, so you can pull them down to your level so you can feel better about yourself. It's not cancel culture. It's bullying at its finest. It's accepted. It's acceptable because we put a sugarcoat over the bullshit and call it cancel culture. Let's take hating and call it cancel culture. And let's give it to the Black community. That's interesting considering that the Black community are the first ones who were at the hand of cancel culture. Woo! And we sip. I love y'all. I want you to love yourselves. I want you to hold yourselves accountable for your bullshit. And I want you to stop enabling other people's bullshit. And that's all for today. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure that you check us out Thursday night for Underground Artist Hour, and Friday morning at 9 a.m. for Coffee with Kitty. I got some inboxes. They was like, you're not doing enough coffee with Kitty. So I'm gonna talk with the collective, and I'm gonna see if they're okay with us doing Coffee Kitty more than just one time a week. How about that? I know y'all love me, y'all be missing me, y'all be wanting to see more of me, and I'm gonna try to, I'm just trying. Yeah. Y'all, it's hard. It's hard because I know y'all be thinking like Dotsie said, loving this. Thank you so much for this very important live, Queen. On point and appreciated. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. And thank you for being a dedicated and loyal viewer. Thank you. But what was I about to say? See, I just get all off of I forgot what I was about to say, y'all. But I love you. I want you to love yourselves. And I want you to start holding yourselves accountable every step of the way. Every situation, everything. I want you to look at it from the other person's perspective. That way you can always keep yourself in check. And is it exhausting? Is it draining? Absolutely. Especially if you're one of these fucked up individuals or one of us. I'll be nicer. Especially if you're conditioned to believe that your way is the only way. Why y'all think so many people are jumping ship when it comes to Christianity? We've canceled, and that's something that I like, the fact that we're actually putting them in a part of the cancel culture, because churches have been getting away with a lot of dirty shit for a long fucking time. Simply because they sugarcoated it. Church is no more than the world in a building. You have people that, just like you got the hoes on the streets, you got the hoes in the church. Just like you got just any sinner in the world, you got one in the church. And that's an even bigger wow. Boom. I need a bomb right there. That's an even bigger example of how we act out here. A lot of you Christians, and I hope I don't lose any viewers behind this, but y'all already know Auntie gonna give you the raw truth. A lot of you Christians partake in the same shit that we out here partaking in outside the church walls. The only thing is you sugarcoat it under those long ass dresses and those things that cover you up. I know a couple of them women that sit on the front pew with them big ass hats. A couple of them women wait till after service once everybody done cleared out and they sucking the pastor up. What makes you better than me, Miss Hattie? Because I'm not ashamed that I suck thing and I do it freely and I'm cool with my sexuality freely and stuff. You're better than me because you hide behind a church outfit and a pew. Is any of this making sense to y'all? Because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, damn, bitch, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Anyway, y'all make sure that you continue. Thank you for all your donations. Make sure that you continue to donate. It all goes towards the radio station. It's not something to rip you off or take any money out your pocket. Everything that I do here, especially for the artists that I put on my platform, is free. But to do that, your donations are needed and they are very appreciated. If you'd like to donate, cash out $FlyGirl84. If you I ain't finna say if you want to call because I'm finna get ready to go. Y'all better not start ringing this phone, and I've been sitting here a whole damn hour and ain't nobody said nothing, which I'm cool with that too, because somebody told me. I remember when I used to perform all the time, and this is story time with Kitty. But I remember when I was performing and I would start singing and I'd be thinking to myself, damn, people just sitting here staring at me, crickets. And I remember one time one of the people in the audience was like, oh my God, you did so good. And I was feeling shitty because I was just like, y'all didn't act like I was doing good. But she told me, she was like, your voice stops people in their tracks. Whatever comes out your mouth, it stops people in their tracks. So you can't feel like you ain't making no type of, impact or anything. Go with the flow. So I'm okay with y'all sitting here listening to me and what I have to say, because that also means, I mean, y'all ain't left. It's still 20 of you up in here. So like, obviously I said something that was worth listening to. I love y'all. I really do. I want you to love yourselves. I want you to continue to better yourselves. Ain't nothing wrong with fucking up. We all fuck up. Just make it a conscious decision that, okay, I'm not gonna fuck up in this other hour. Fuck the next day. Try it minute by minute, hour by hour, whatever you gotta do. Because we all can use a little tune up. Just like your car. You buy a car brand new, but it still need maintenance, right? Y'all start doing your maintenance. Some of y'all check engine lights is on and y'all still riding around and not checking your engine light. Woohoo! Anyway, I'm finna get up out of here. I love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Also, make sure that you are liking and sharing. Make sure that you go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It is Kitty Pink Radio. I am no longer associated with Locked and Loaded page, y'all. Tune in to Kitty Pink. Make sure that you subscribe to Kitty Pink Radio. That's where we at. That's where you catch the real Locked and Loaded. That's where you catch Coffee with Kitty. That's where you catch Underground Artist Hour. It's right here on Kitty Pink Radio. Make sure that you hit the notification bell so it gives you an alert every time I'm live. And that's for every show. That's whether it's Coffee with Kitty, Locked and Loaded, or Underground Artist Hour. I just want y'all to be better. And you can't be better if you don't do better. And sometimes you need somebody to kind of jerk you a little bit to let you know, yeah, you faltering, you fucking up. Let's tighten up, sis. Let's tighten up, bro. It's your auntie Kitty. Y'all make sure you tune in next Tuesday for another episode of Locked and Loaded. Peace.
How you doing, bitch?